Hey everybody, this is Amanda from Amanda's Budgets. I'm here to do my week 2 of August cash stuffing. I do have my cheat sheet here. We have our binder for our bills and the cash. I have quite a bit of cash this time. Check out this stack. Most of this is 20s. I am pretty proud of this. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Amanda. I am 34 years old. I live in Oregon. I'm an all cash budgeter. I do cash stuffing, sinking funds, savings challenges, all on a low income. I have definitely been at the bottom of the barrel, and I've worked my way back into the rat race, right? If you are, excuse my fan, if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I appreciate you. Without you guys, I don't know where I would be on this journey. I have been definitely cash stuffing for longer than I have been on YouTube. So let's go ahead and get started on this. I do have a little bit of things to talk about as well. So we'll do a little chit-chatty. Okay. So first off, let's count our cash. And I'm sorry, you're going to hear that fan in the background doing its ticking thing because it is over 100 degrees here today. And it is hotter than Satan's living room. So we're just going to put that out there. It's over 100 degrees. So we're just going to do what we can with what we have. And that's a fan. I do want to talk about why I have a fan and not an AC unit in my window right now. But let's count first. Okay, so we have 200 and $100 bills. Oh, just so you're aware, if you're new to this channel, I don't use any prop money. I don't use placeholders. I don't have any of that stuff yet. All this is real cash. So we have 200 in $100 bills, and then we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80. Wow, I just lost my train of thought. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80. So 580 there. Now I have worked my little butt off this last week. I quit a crappy job that I hated, that wasn't working, and I decided to go gung-ho with the gig work. I'm happier this way. I know it means I'm going to have to push really hard some days when it's slow, but ultimately I'm ready to just give all of my work time to one thing again, like I had before. I've been doing gig work for many years now. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. I'm like super proud of this right now. So 870 so far. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And then we have $1. So we have $906, and that's not including money I have already spent. And we'll go over that. If you watched my live, you know that I spent some extra cash here. So there was $64 that I spent. I did do laundry. Laundry costs me more now. It's more than $10. It was $23, and then the pet supplies was $41. So plus $23 plus $41. So our total income from, we'll just say work, was $970. Okay. This last week was really challenging, and I'll go over a tidbit why. And then we'll go into the cash stuffing portion of this. We won't be stuffing any of these categories because this is money already spent. No, I do not need any groceries for this week, just so you're aware. I already got $300 worth of groceries, a few dollars here and there for house supplies like toilet paper, but nonetheless, I don't need any more groceries. It's just my husband and myself this next week up until we pick up the kids on the weekend. Yes, the weekend. But we have plenty of stuff. I have a freezer full of stuff. I have a 7.1 cubic foot freezer. It's the biggest one I could buy in a regular store. So here's the not shine a turd moment, okay? And I'm really super honest with you guys about everything, because why would I lie? Why would I need to lie? Why elaborate things that are not true, that are just not a part of this journey? I tend to open mouth, let things come out of my mouth anyway. My window in my upstairs bedroom has been broken for 2.5 years. I've lived here 2.5 years. I was told I could not move in because the window up here was broken before, and then it was replaced. It was replaced. I moved in. Window was fine. Then the winter months hit pretty hard. I moved in December, and I had been homeless for over 4 years at that time, closer to 5. And the window cracked. And the weird part about it is it cracked in the weirdest spot. And then we had an air conditioner in this unit. My neighbor downstairs, the one that I'm super good friends with for 23 years, him and his wife had a broken window as well. They decided that they were going to get theirs fixed because it was a hazard. Ours was not a hazard, it was just cracked. We know we needed to get it fixed for the last 2.5 years, but life kept lifing, and I can't just put money towards something like a window for a place I'm already spending a lot of money on. My rent here is $1,300. If you watch my channel, you know that. So I don't have an air conditioner in my window because I have a replaced window, and I will do anything to not have a broken window. If it breaks again, I'm going to prove it's not my fault. But this window is going to cost me $300. According to my landlord, there have been a few different discussions about it, and I need to get this in writing. But either I can pay for it before I move, or it will still show up on my rental account as being due, and I will have to pay it during a certain amount of time. Personally, I think it should come out of the ridiculous amount of money it took for me to get into this home. I was homeless, I had a eviction, and I was literally desperate to move into anything. To be really, really, really honest, to be super duper transparent, I rented this sight unseen. I did not know that this apartment was in a rough condition. It was notated when I moved in on paper though, so there is that. The previous tenant really, really, really messed this place up. So that's my rant. That's why you're hearing the fan in the background, so I apologize. But this is what I have to work with, and it's hot up here in my room. So it is what it is, right? My other rooms of my house do have air conditioning units in them. I don't know what to do. It has a bracket. I'm nervous to put it back on. My husband is too. It is what it is. Leave me a comment. Let me know. How do you feel about your rental? If you're a renter, how do you truly feel about it? If you're not a renter, how do you go about, you know, having these big changes happen when something happens in your home? I know for me, when I had a situation where I had a property on 10 acres, bad decision, bad written plan, bad seller, bad legal papers, mumbo jumbo I don't really want to talk about. But when I was a owner of a property, I felt a little bit better because I knew that when I was putting money towards something, that something was mine. This is not my unit. I don't own this. This is costing me a lot of money for what I am paying, right? All right. So like I said, rant over. So $970, that's pretty good for the way things have been going with the economy. If you've watched my channel, you know it's been an up and down struggle bus. It is what it is. I'm not going back to food anytime soon. I don't want to go back to food. It would have to be a absolute emergency situation for me to do that. Like, I don't even know what that emergency would look like, but I'm not doing it. So let's go ahead and stuff what we have written down first, because this is stuff I pre-planned out with you guys in a live. I have a cheat sheet next to me I'm going to be cheating off of as well for the other bills. So we need $350 for my car payment. We did get behind last month because I spent a lot of time at that restaurant and I did not do as much gig working the first week of August, and that kind of screwed me over. So we have $200, and then 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 50. Count that again. So we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, and 50. So $350 is going to go into car payment. And then we'll go down to the next thing on the list, which is going to be phones. Phones is coming up in the next 2 days. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and then 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. So this should be 190. Let's count it one more time. 20, whoa, I'm missing some money. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. So that's going to go into phones. I do have some money in here already. So that actually means that we are ahead, which means I'm going to go ahead and put a 20 back, because there was $40 in there, which would now leave us with 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 210. And it would still mean that we're ahead. Okay? And the idea is that we're always going to try to be ahead. I probably, in normal circumstances, would have left that in there. But because we're already ahead, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. We're doing good. We had some money left over in utilities, which was great. $3 is better than no dollars, right? If you are getting ahead on your bills, I commend you. Oh my gosh, like, I feel super proud of you right now. Like, I'm trying to get ahead. And I'll explain why I'm taking that 20 out from being ahead on that. And we'll explain it in a minute. Utilities, I'm going to pass for the moment. I just wanted to show you guys that was $3 extra. Wi-Fi is going to get 45, so 20, 40, and 5. And I'm not going to recount it because it's only 3 bills. $3 bills. All right. Next is going to be credit cards. This is going to pay off one of my credit cards down to 0. 20, 40, 60, 76. 20, 40, 60, 70. This is why we do this. That's why we recount. So 20, 40, 60, 75, and 6. Okay. I'm excited to get these credit cards paid back down to 0. When I do that, I made a joke to my husband. I'm going to duct tape them underneath the desk, and they only get unduct taped until we need them, which is not true. We're going to just put them away in the safe. Okay? Alright, so now we need to go back up here. We are going to put $200 towards housing, which is our rent. The reason why I've always called it housing on here, rent over here, is because someday I hope housing is not renting. Not renting a apartment, not renting a duplex, not renting a house. Maybe space rent for a manufactured home, but not rent. Alright, so we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. Why am I only putting 200? I'll explain in a minute. Okay, so that's in there. And now we're going to stuff the little bit of extras that we have here. Plus I'm getting out another binder here in a second, because this is another important thing that's coming up. So insurance, I'm going to go ahead and add 10. And this will go towards next month's insurance. Okay. $10. And then utilities is going to get an extra 10 as well. Okay, so that should be 10, 11, 12, $13 going towards next month's, because this month's already been paid. Okay, and then personal bills, I'm going to go ahead and stick a 5 into personal bills. This is just to get this envelope started. I haven't paid any of my personal bills this month yet, so we're just going to add to it as we can. And then miscellaneous, I'm going to put 5 in as well. This is for any unexpected thing that comes up. If my husband wants to use this 5, if I want to use the 5, if the kids want to use the 5, whatever that may be. So 5 is just for miscellaneous. Okay. Now that this binder is stuffed, my lovely Harry Potter binder, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my sinking funds binder. Okay. So we have a few things to tackle. I need tags and registration, and I need my taxes to be filed, and I need to pay my tax lady. So my tax lady is going to be $447, and that's including the filing. So that's myself, my husband, and our multiple self-employment and whatnot. So they also do the bookkeeping for all that, meaning that I just save all of my receipts and then they go through everything for me. I know I probably could do QuickBooks, but it's me. We're talking about me. Yeah, Amanda, the one that can't always computer very well. Taxes are going to get... Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait on this one. Let's go to emergency, because emergency has $5 in it. Let's go ahead and add 15 to it. Okay, so now we have 20. 20 is better than no money. Okay, so 20 in there. And then taxes is going to get this 20. But I have until the end of October because I did file an extension back in April. So we have 40 for taxes. Ooh, and we're going to be bulking this up quite a bit. And I might even add to all these things off camera. I'm not sure. So 20. These are all going to get 0. Okay. We are going to go on to savings challenges, which I'm going to pull this out. We are going to be starting a new scratch off from Cindy Cat Budgets. So this space one I will be doing. It is low income. I really like that. She sent this to me. It was in my cart. So I'm excited to start that. Thank you, Cindy. I am going to go to my ducks. I added some money into the rubber duck challenge off camera just because I had it offhand. I don't have a lot of money to do savings challenges with this week. I do have some additional money that I have tucked away. This is my tips and any recycling money. So you will see a video on that. I started coloring this duck and I don't know why I was coloring the duck, but I wanted to. So we're gonna just continue on with the path to make this duck purple. Oh, went out the lines a little bit, that's okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And usually I would do this in a different video. Ooh. But I am going to do it now because otherwise I'm going to wonder where this $10 came from. Okay? And we're just going to color the rest of these in yellow. Because why not? We had some colorful ones in there. Alright, so we don't have many left to color in there. We only have 2 left. So, we should have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 23, or 26. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have that in here. We're getting closer to finishing this. Should be $30 in total. Not sure what it'll go to. All these smaller savings challenges will help my sinking funds. I'll probably put it towards taxes. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put this away. So let's do the math here. So we have to add this stuff up. So 200 plus 350 plus 10 plus 190 plus 10 plus 45. Oh man, I messed it up. 200 plus 50 plus 10 plus 190 plus 10 plus 45 plus 76 plus 5 plus 5 equals 800 $91 to bills. So the 970 minus 891 minus 46. Yes, that is correct. And we put $10 into savings challenges. And I actually think I wrote down the wrong number. I don't know. Anyway, I could have used the calculator wrong too, but I do know that this is all correct because I wrote it down on the same sheet over here. So here we go. This is what we have. This is not perfect. This is still an ongoing process. Amanda is learning, but we did what we could with what we've got. We've got everything on here. Before I let you go, I am going to go over the next few weeks and why I did what I did. Okay? So we have the next 2 weeks of our breakdown. I'm going to move this stuff over. Not going to lose my pen. So my method to my madness is this. My bills are paid for the week. We have our August in here. So I circled all of the weeks beginning to end. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and look for a highlighter really fast. Highlighter. There we go. So we already did the 1st through the 7th. And now we've done the 8th through the 14th. So now we would be doing the 15th through the 21st. So looking at the bills, if I was to take this part away, because all that top stuff is gone, we have, and I'll bring this sheet over here, we have credit cards that are due. So that's $250. We have our car payment and our rent. I'm not sure what I'm going to put towards rent. I do have phone, utilities, and insurance. That's going to be extra. So this is actually due 9/5, no later than. This is due on the 29th, and then this is going to be 8, or I'm sorry, why did I write 8? You know what? Tracy sent me some of these. I'm going to use it. She was really, really glad to give these to me because apparently the whiteout I was using was irritating her, which is okay. It was irritating me too. So this is due 9/23, 9/23. Did I write 9 on credit cards? I did. We'll just make it an 8. And it's due... These are all due by the 19th. Oh, I'm going to have to white out again. It's okay. It's got a little piece that's driving me crazy. There we go. 8/19, 9/23, 9/23. Okay, so these are all going to be additional bills that'll go towards the following month, which will be September. And then the remainder of these bills are just going to be these credit cards, the part of the car payment, which is always $175, whatever I'm putting towards rent. So we really don't necessarily need to stuff these other 3 categories, but because I want to be ahead of the game like I was the beginning of this month, I am going to add those categories. We will still be stuffing things like the sinking funds. I don't know what I'll need for groceries. I'm going to try to really limit my groceries. I have a lot of groceries, you guys, a lot. I may need milk, creamer, or fresh fruits and veggies, but I think that that's even going to be limited because I have a gallon and a half of milk left in my fridge, and they're good until the 25th or something like that of the month, so we have quite some time. We don't really need anything additionally. I'm going to try to spend as little as possible so I can have things go to other bills. And then the nice thing about this week ending, and then between the 22nd and the 28th, I only need the remainder of the car payment and whatever is left on the rent. So this last week really just looks like these two bills, plus if I wanted to add additional to the phone, the insurance, or the utilities, then I would go ahead and add that on there. But I think that this is going to be the golden week. This is going to be the week where we can add things to things like house fund, car care, holidays, debt pay down. I am not on a debt journey, you guys. I'm on a savings journey. I need to build the foundation before I can go and hit those debts hard. I really don't have anything more than about $4,000 in debt, and that's not including my credit cards. And my credit cards are very low because I keep things very low. I do have a very high limit on one card, but I don't use it. I just don't use that limit. I didn't ask them to give me a bigger limit, but they just automatically do. But ultimately, my biggest debt is my vehicle. Other than that, I'm looking to build these sinking funds up for the remainder of the year. I do have some back to school things I have to pay for. I did get quite a few already. I've been kind of shopping as I go, but you have seen that in previous videos as well. So do what you can with what you've got, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!